I.S.U.P.K.
Shalom, we are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out in 1 West, 125th Street, up in Harlem, New York. We all fall under Commanding General Yohanna, and we are not affiliated with any other Israelite group. Since 1969, we've been teaching the truth of this Bible. That blacks, your so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the true Jews of the Bible, and the white man, he's the devil that the Bible speaks of. And the white man has created a society filled with traps and snares for us to fall into, for us to be sinful and hateful and evil towards each other. Our families have been devastated, you understand, trampled in this society. We're going to try to put our family back together. There is a rank and order that must be followed in order for us to shake this doctrine off of us and get back to our family structure. Let's get 1 Corinthians 11 and 3, brother.
1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 3.
Go ahead.
But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
The head of every man is Christ. So the man should be beholden to Christ, studying. You understand? Studying Christ's life. And he should model his life after Christ in order to be righteous. And that's how you can tell who a righteous man is, because he's following the laws, statutes, and commandments of this Bible. Go ahead, brother.
And the head of the man, of the woman, is the man.
The head of the woman is the man. You understand? There is rank and there is order, and that has to be followed. Or we'll be in our houses just going at each other like pit bulls. You understand? Woman, black woman, you have a head. That head is the black man. You understand? The black man is who you should be under, who you should be following, who you should be obeying, not trying to tell what to do. You understand? Go ahead, brother.
And the head of Christ is God.
The head of Christ is God. You understand? Christ and God are not the same person. You understand? That garbage that's being taught in the Christian church. That man is to follow after Christ. That woman, she's to be under that man. Black woman, come back under your man, your power, your strength. You understand? Your immediate head. You understand? You do not have a personal relationship with God. You understand? The closest you are going to get to God is obeying that man, you understand, and allow him to discern everything that's going on. You got it? Because there is a rank and order. You understand? Let's get 1 Corinthians 14 and 40. Let's go down to 14 and 40. And let's see what the Bible says about rank and order, about everything being done in order. You got that? Go ahead.
1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 40. Let all things be done decently and in order.
Let all things be done what?
Decently and in order.
And in order. You understand? And in order, because without order, we have anarchy, which is exactly what we have in a black family home today. We have anarchy. We have the children out on the corner. The woman running her mouth to the point where the man don't even want to come home. If the household is lucky enough to actually have a man in it, that man is the head of that household and should be listened to and should be respected as such. You understand? Because without that head, you have no order and you have anarchy. You understand? And let's find out what the homes are like when you're not following this order. You understand? Let's get 1 Timothy. 1 Timothy 2:11. You understand? And this is what happens in a black household when a woman becomes cold towards her husband. You understand? That family structure breaks down. That order goes out the window. And then that son is on drugs. That daughter's a whore out in the street. Go ahead, brother.
1 Timothy, 2nd chapter, 11th verse. Let the woman learn in silence.
Let the woman learn in what?
In silence.
In silence. You understand? Because if you're talking, you're not listening. You understand? This is what this is saying. You have to learn. You have to learn to listen so that you can get a good understanding of what the Bible is trying to say and what your husband is trying to tell you. Go ahead.
With all subjection.
All subjection. What is subjection? It is not servitude. It means that you have to sit there and listen and understand and stop running your mouth. That's all. That's all. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 12. But
no, you know what? Yeah, go ahead to verse 12. Go ahead.
But I suffer not a woman to teach.
But I suffer not a woman to teach. A woman should not be in the church or in the pulpit telling men how to run their lives. A woman should not be, you understand, giving counseling to a man about his marriage. You understand? A woman should be under her man. Black woman, you need to come home and be under your man, under your protector. You understand? So that you make the right decisions. This is the same thing that happened to Eve in the garden. As soon as she's not under the authority of her man, she makes mistakes. She gets deceived. You understand? And in this society, it's nothing but deceivers. You understand? What was that? Was that the end of 12, brother? No. Go ahead, give me the rest of that.
Nor to usurp authority over the man.
Nor to what?
Nor to usurp authority over the man.
What does it mean to usurp? To usurp authority. To take that authority. You understand? To take that authority absent any authority to do so. You understand? To take over that household, to tell that man what to do. To tell that man what he should do with his child. Go ahead, brother.
But to be in silence.
But to be in silence. To listen to that man. You understand? To bring home some kind of understanding so that the man can properly raise his household. So that you can help him. Be a helpmate to him. You understand? Not a snare to bring him down. You understand? To make him not even want to come home. To keep buzzing in his ear. To keep talking when you should be listening. You understand? You're destroying that brother when you should be helping him. That's what's going on with the black family. Where you at, brother?
Verse 13.
You know what? Drop that and give me Ecclesiastes 7:26. You understand? And what's going on in America right now in this society, you understand, is that the deceiver is winning. The deceiver is getting into the head of the black woman. You understand? and making her do everything against her man. The black woman, you should not be out there talking to other sisters about what's going on in your marriage and about what your husband is doing and this, that, and the third. You should be home talking to your husband about your relationship. You understand? Your husband, the head of your household. You got that, brother? Yes. Go ahead.
Ecclesiastes 7, verse 26. And I find more bitter than death.
Find more bitter than death. Go ahead.
The woman.
The woman. The woman. This is a woman who is ice cold to her husband. Man, this is a woman who is practically destroying her husband. You understand? Usurping his authority, making him feel effeminate. You understand? In his own home, making his children not respect him because the mouth is constantly going all the time. Go ahead, brother.
Whose heart is snares and nets.
Hearts is snares and nets. You understand? Grabbing that brother, you know what I'm saying? Holding him, getting pregnant, going down child support, taking everything the brother got. You understand? Going to the white man, calling the white man as soon as there's any type of argument in the home, saying that the brother put his hands on you when he didn't. In all cases, that's not the case. But what has to be done, what has to be adhered to, is the laws and the statutes of this Bible, which says that the man is the head of the woman. The man who the black woman needs to come back to and needs to listen to. This is imperative. You understand? So that our children don't become homosexuals and die. Don't become drug addicts and drug dealers and die. This is essential in the black community. Go ahead.
And her hands as bands.
And her hands as bands. You understand? Holding the brother down. Making him do what she want him to do when it's supposed to be the other way around. So you got a pit bull in the house constantly talking, constantly disrespecting and effeminating. You understand? That destroys a household. It destroys the confidence of a man when you should be lifting that man up. You understand? You should be listening to that man, making that man understand that he's the head of that household, respecting him for the things that he do. You understand? Go ahead, brother.
Whoso pleaseth God shall escape from her.
Whoso pleaseth God shall escape from her. If that brother is righteous, you understand, and that brother is taking care of everything, is taking care of your needs and the needs of your children in that household, and you should be respecting that brother. And that's just how it is. That is biblical. The black man is the head of the household, and black woman, you should be adhering to that head, respecting it. Just like you would respect God. You understand? And with that, we are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. We started out in 1 West, 125th Street up in Harlem, New York. You understand? We all fall under Commanding General Yahanna, and we are not affiliated with other Israelite groups. Since 1969, we've been teaching the truth of this Bible. Blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians are the true Jews of the Bible, and the white man is the devil. And with that, shalom.
Nobody tell you cry. You know why? Because I never saw you before. But you are a black man like me. And it works out.
My whole life was trying to find something to follow. Had loyalty, every man tried to borrow. Felt pain and a lot of sorrow. Got betrayed, so packed, I didn't even have my heart broke. Living confused, about to lose hope. Cops got me on the side of the road like a sideshow. Need an antidote before I croak. Now I'm setting fire to rhythm man blues, call this guitar smoke. Rebel with no cause, trying to find direction. The world got me vexed. Picked up a bad liquor habit that's hereditary from oppression. Felt like my life was on fire, trying to find an exit. Now look, 10 G's plus a good record. Sometimes a follower is a soldier, trying to find a good shepherd. Plus when you in hell, how do you excel? Wisdom the breath of life, I don't believe in fairy tale. Listen well to what I tell. No calling can cause pain, something that a rebel knows very well. Can't you tell I was sent from the Lord?